He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He was brought down by
working with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
To throw is Taylor. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Brady going to throw. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Buccaneers 7, Panthers 0.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
White on the tackle.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Taylor. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
This is taken at the 10. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room and pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his rhetorical skills were on point.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And he's got some space here. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
They'll take over.
He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Carolina.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
To
Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Graham Gano to kick off for Carolina.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Brings up third down.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass, a run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. Now a first down carry by Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended receiver, and it's third and short.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully, that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Brady's throw there complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 16. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. Nice pickup for a first down.
He was looking for Gronk that time, and that'll bring up second down.
He was covered by Trill.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. And this is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. 3rd down here. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Trey Boston. Thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
This defense is really full. Around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2nd and 16. Play action. Now Taylor. Flush to his right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And some room to maneuver. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Brady. This complete to Jones. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. From 14 yards out, and the Bucs have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Panthers 7. Bradley Pinion to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Taylor. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, you got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
He was trying to find O.J. Howard. That'll bring up 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun now for Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Dante Jackson picks it. Swatted. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. A rare pick six thrown by Tom Brady. He'd thrown only 14 regular season pick sixes in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51. And you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it late in the wild card round loss a season ago. Extra point try good by Gano. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. On 1st down, Jones.
Ronald Jones.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the gun, it's Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Bucs are going to take the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well.
And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for them. Circle around twice to the arm, boys. You know.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jones. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Jones, the ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
Jeremy Chin on the coverage.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Taylor cannot escape. He goes down in the end zone. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt. And if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
22-yard line.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun. Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35.
First and 10.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. This is Jones. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. He completes it to Evans. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
At the 23-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And a short gain here down to the 22.
The tackle by Brian Burns.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Hey, 66, check it, reload.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, it's Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Boston. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Brady now to throw.
2-yard line.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away.
He was covered.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. And Brady will sneak it. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
No gain on the play.
More muscle up front for this second and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Is on for the point after. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 30. Panthers.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over first and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Here's a second and 2 now from the 33.
45. Mike, 45. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
I had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up first and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
37, Panthers 14.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The throw by Taylor there, knocked away and incomplete. Christian McCaffrey, last year's catch leader among running backs, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Buccaneers.
Is good.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver, and now it's third down. of the gun. It's Taylor. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Going deep for Walker. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Airing this one out for Evans, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On 2nd down, Taylor's throw incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Completes it to Samuel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor escaping the pressure right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Ballet on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
He's brought down by Shaq Thompson. To today.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bucs, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll fall to 1-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
They don't know my name.